Go back to the beginning. Ever since I was a small child, I knew that I wanted to teach mathematics. Very young age, about 10. So when I went through high school, I took all the math classes, absolutely loved algebra, trigonometry. I knew that that's what I was going to teach. When I went to the University of Maryland, I applied for the teaching college and was accepted, and my minor was in mathematics. However, the Vietnam War came along, and after 3 semesters, I was academically dismissed. So what happened was, for the next 20 years, I married my high school sweetheart, and when he came back from Vietnam, and raised a family. And what happened is that as the kids were growing up, I started to think about going back to work. And truly what happened to me that changed my life was I went through the Disney Epcot Center, and I was on a ride, and the ride said, "If you can dream it, you can do it." And that stuck with me for the longest time. And so my manager at Lockheed Martin mentored me, and he kept saying, "You need to go back to school." So finally I took him up on the offer, and Lockheed Martin was nice enough to pay for a good part of that. And I returned to school, and I went to the Southern New Hampshire University, and I received, in a 5-year period, my associate's degree and my bachelor's degree in business. And I graduated summa cum laude at the age of approximately 45. And then I decided I wanted to do more. So my company was still willing to pay, so I was still willing to go. And I went on to receive my master's degree, and I also have a graduate certificate in business. So a lot of people say to me, "Well, how did you become a senior project engineer working on Arleigh Burke-class destroyers?" And the way that happened is that about 21 years ago, I actually took a job as a clerk typist for Lockheed Martin. And while I was there, and as I said, my mentor kept seeing something in me, told me go back to school. And as I started to get my degrees more and more, and because we are such a specialized field at building the destroyers, that they would train me for weeks on end while they would hire another engineer. And this went on for about 10 years, and then eventually I was the one who was doing the training sometimes. And so they said, "Sharon, you should apply for that position." So a lot of times now when people say to me, "Well, how did you get your degree in engineering?" I tell them, from the School of Hard Knocks, because I actually got it on-the-job training. Now, in addition to that, Lockheed has offered me a wonderful opportunity, and I am the Northeast Regional Coordinator of Space Day.
Oh, cool.
And Space Day is an initiative for K-12 to inspire young students in the STEM career areas. And so for the past 15 years, I've been taking Space Day to schools throughout the state of Maine. Thousands and thousands of students have been involved. Space Day this year is going to be May 7th. And we're going to be talking to the governor again about declaring Space Day in the state of Maine. We've done that for several years now. And we are in the process of trying to get one of Maine's astronauts, Chris Cassidy, to come to our Space Day event. It's going to be in Bath, Maine. We're going to be having it on approximately 7 of their schools in their Region 1 district. And like everyone else, I wear a lot of hats.
That's what's funny about what you've just been saying. It's like a combination of teaching and engineering and management.
Yep.
And that mix.
That mix.
Like it's where the excitement is.
And the excitement for me truly is because I'm now doing exactly what I wanted to do since I was 10 years old. And that is that I'm teaching, but I'm just doing it in a different way. So I bring the experts from the fields of aerospace and business into the classrooms, and the reason I think it succeeds is because when I bring these experts in, I don't tell the teachers what they need to do. I say, this is who I'm bringing to your school. NASA's chief engineer or an astronaut or whatever, and then they mold it to however they would like to have it molded to.
On your space day, is that a presentations of things?
Well, it's everything. It's everything. We bring, for example, I already have for this year, I already have speakers that are in the fields of aerospace and astrobiology and astronomy. And what they do is
share that across the state. Do they ever do that? Because
well, Space Day, we're trying. I've been trying for 15 years to actually get all the schools in Maine to do it at one time.
right,
And
that's
it's very
what
difficult
I was
for one
thinking that
person.
now the state of Maine, many schools have the video conferencing equipment.
Yes, they do.
So I'm just thinking because I'm up in the hills in the Farmington area.
Oh, Farmington.
I mean, there's no way we're taking
have the
My
participants.
daughter went to school,
that. Wouldn't
graduated
it be
from
cool
Farmington.
if we could?
That would be a nice thing, and you know what? We probably could do something like
Time to ship the room again.
Let me
Everybody
give you my
go.
card.
Left.
Wait.
That would be great. You have a card?